Hello, everyone, and welcome back to The Man's Kitchen. It's me, your host, James the Food Man. And today, we're going to add another video to our culinary skills playlist, and I'll show you what that is next. Now that we're back from the intro, if you like today's video, hit the like button, and if you like our channel, hit the subscribe button. Feel free to make a comment down below on what you thought of it, and you can always follow us on Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook. Now today we're going to show you how to pan-sear a duck breast, and I'm including this video in our culinary skills playlist because I feel that being able to pan-sear a simple duck breast is a skill everybody should have if you like nice food. And I'll show you how to do that coming up right now. First thing we're going to do, we're going to take some paper towel and we are going to pat off this duck breast. Now, I'm only going to grab the duck breast with my left hand. That way I can keep my right hand clean to grab stuff with. Okay, so let's get that extra moisture off. We're going to take our trusty knife, and what we're going to do is we're just going to sear it. We are going to just cut through the fat, the skin, okay? We don't actually want to cut into the meat. See right here? We stopped cutting just before the meat. Now you can just do a couple one way, or you can do a couple the other way too. It's really up to you. It's not going to make too much of a difference. It's really more for your presentation. And we're going to keep things simple today. So we're just going to add a little bit of kosher salt, some black pepper, and some ginger powder. Okay, we're going to rub that around. Okay, we got some on the cutting board here, so that's how we're going to get the back side. We're just going to rub it through on both sides, and we're going to move over to the frying pan where I have a preheated pan on. Okay, I got the camera repositioned right over my pan. I have it preheating since I started the video, just a little over medium. I'm going to put just a splash of peanut oil in the pan. Now, why am I using peanut oil? Well, peanut oil has a higher smoke point than other oils, so we can get a higher heat out of it without burning it. And I'd like to put just a little bit of fat in the pan first, aka the peanut oil, just to help prevent the fat of the breast from sticking to the pan before it starts to render. So it's important to always lay stuff down away from you. That way if there's any splash, it goes away from you, not towards you. And we're going to cook this duck breast for 2 to 3 minutes per side, and then we're going to finish it in the oven for another 4 or 5 minutes. Duck breast cooks quick. Now the fat can be thick, but the meat itself is very lean. So, and you kind of want to gauge how quick you start to see the fat here start to shrink and snap. So when I first said 2 to 3 minutes, now that I'm seeing it, I'm thinking maybe 2 minutes per side is going to be all that we do before we put it in the oven for another 3 minutes. So that'll give us a 7-minute total cook time. I have the oven preheated to 350 degrees. Now it's important to get the fat crispy on a duck. I just had to go open a window. Camera wife Heather says she's motioning at me to turn the vent on, but the microphone is right beside the vent and I'm trying to avoid that. So I just opened up a second window. I'm looking at the clock and this feels like the longest 2 minutes of my life. Well, the camera says I've been rolling for 2 minutes, so let's give it a flip. There, and you can see right here the color that we've got on this fat. And the duck fat truly is the star of the duck. Now, some of you might be wondering,
why I don't have any butter in this pan and I'm not basting it with butter. When you see people do steaks and stuff. And the reason on the duck breast we're not doing that is because duck fat is actually a commodity on its own. Back at the restaurant, we can order pails of duck fat, and it is expensive. So that's why I'm not adding more butter to this, because really you're going to lose the butter in the duck fat. Duck fat is king. One of the things you can do with this fat afterwards is you can put this on your potatoes. They say that roasted potatoes and duck fat are one of the most classical combinations in French cooking that you're ever really going to get. The other thing that you'll notice, the difference between cooking a duck breast and a whole duck, is that since we're only cooking the breast here, we're aiming for about medium. You don't want to cook it all the way, like you do when you're roasting a whole duck and you're making a duck confit. You cook that all the way through. You cook it past well done. You cook it till it's shreddable with a fork, and that's fine. That's something different. You might take that duck and use it for spring rolls or eat it the way it is. But when you're doing a duck breast, you really want to be carving it at a medium, fanning it out across your table, because duck breast in and of itself does not have salmonella the way that chicken does. All right, it's been about another 2 minutes. We're going to fire this in the oven for 3 minutes, and we'll carve it up later. Okay, so we oven cooked this for another 3.5 minutes, give or take. And then we let it rest for about 4 minutes. So the technique, we're going to put our tongs against it, and we're going to glide off the tongs. Okay, and there you have it. That is how you pan cook a duck breast. That is delicious.